Hi guys, my name is Haley Ferguson and this is my e-portfolio for MIT 885. So we'll start with candidate info. There's a picture of me right before my undergrad graduation last year from University of Colorado, Colorado Springs. Just some information about me. I am a high school social studies teacher in Colorado Springs. This was my first year teaching, and I'm also the head volleyball coach at the high school. Just some professional goals. I would like to finish my master's by July 2019, and I'm on track to do that. In the next 2 to 3 years, I would like to move back to Denver and continue teaching at a Title I and urban high school. So here's my resume. And I had this prepared before this class, but this class actually really helped me kind of narrow down what I wanted to talk about. I did have color right here, like where my name was, where it said credentials and stuff. And my partner told me like, hey, that's not super professional. I was like, thank you. I love that feedback. So I'm glad that I could improve my resume in this class because, as I said, I will be trying to switch jobs here in the next year. So for my activity evidence, we'll start with my professional development plan. I might just kind of go into some explanations right there about that. And my professional development plan really focused on the one-to-one initiative that my school and my district are starting next year. So each student will receive a laptop or a tablet. And I'm really excited because I love using technology in the classroom. So this program couldn't have come at a more perfect time. But this plan kind of outlines what I would like to see happen with that. For my face-to-face training, this was probably the hardest part of this for me. I have 3 videos explaining e-textbooks, Powtoons, and Nearpod. This was challenging for me because I really didn't have a ton of time with students before school got out because our finals were jam-packed. So I didn't have a chance to film with them. So I actually used my little sister, who's a sophomore in high school. So hopefully that works. For my professional presentations, I really tried to tie those back to what I talked about in my professional development plan. And then in my article summaries, I picked articles that went with this. So talking about devices, talking about using e-textbooks, and these just kind of all tie back together. For my article summaries, let's see, I picked assistive technology in education, and I tied that back to our one-to-one plan. Technology in urban schools because my school is 90% for reduced lunch, and then e-textbooks because if we're going to one-to-one devices, then I would assume that we're going to use e-textbooks, which I absolutely love. And then for my extra resources, I included some evidence from the entirety of the program that just kind of shows that, hey, I've learned something. It's a lot of different stuff, and it's loading right now. I have my digital literacy project, final reflections from some classes, and various assignments to show what I have learned. And then last but not least, my reflection. Down here, I really talk about the MIT program overall, and then this class specifically. I am taking the 3 classes that they're like, hey, don't take those 3 together. I took them together this summer. So I kind of talked about my judgments on that before, and then what I've learned, and then just the program as a whole. I was kind of nervous going into my master's program right after my undergrad. I literally had like 3 weeks in between graduating and then starting this, but I'm really glad that I did it, and we're almost done. So thank you so much, and I can't wait to see everybody else's page.